Hey there guys, this is Roy with Radiant Clean. We are doing a roof today in Brandon, Florida. Already went around and did some property protection, put bags around, but you can see, fortunately it has gutters, so we don't have to deal with as much runoff. Started filling up the water, but you can see we have bags in place to catch the runoff from the gutters. We do have to be careful with these wood siding, so I'm going to wet this down really thoroughly. So if there's any overspray, it does not bleach the wood. We're going to attempt to not do that. We are going to give them a quote for lightening this for them. It has gotten weathered, which some people like, but we can lighten that for them. We don't use sodium hypochlorite for that. We use a combination of sodium metasilicate and oxalic acid. So, and then we don't pressure wash it because we don't want to fur the wood. You don't want to get that fur feeling on it. So we'll soft wash that. And then this is the back. You can see this is dirtier back here. So, like I said, I got the gutter bags on. I'm going to start wetting down the surrounding landscape and wet down the sides of the house, so that will help dilute that. As I'm applying, I'm doing this solo today, so Dante wasn't able to make it. So as I'm applying, and if there's overspray, I'm going to pause while applying, wet that down again, just so it doesn't stain anything, or bleach it. So I will get the pressure washer turned on and we'll start wetting stuff down. See you in a bit.
So even though this house has gutters, which does keep a lot of the chemical runoff contained, especially because we're collecting it in gutter bags, we always like to make sure that the surrounding vegetation has been watered and completely saturated, and that just helps protect it from any incidental overspray as we get closer to the edge of the roof and it kind of sprays over the side, or if the wind picks up and kind of mists some of the chemical onto the lawn and grass. We just want to make sure we're protecting that. This one, again, wasn't a huge deal because he was replacing the grass and was resodding the entire lawn, but we just wanted to make sure that the trees and the larger shrubs and stuff like that had some saturation. And you can see here I'm wetting down that exposed wood surface. We don't want any bleach misting onto that. We do have a video that we posted actually before this video where we treated that wood to revive it and clean it. So we'll put a link in the description so you guys can see that process. It does not use sodium hypochlorite or bleach. So just to protect the siding here, we make sure we saturated it just so that any overspray would get watered down.
Alright guys, using some personal protection today, which I'm typically not good about, and I need to be. As the weather gets hotter here in Florida, doing these roofs, you can see the SH just instantly start to vaporize, and you're breathing all that stuff in. So, there's times when you get done with a job, if you don't have a mask on, it feels like you have asthma. So, trying to protect my lungs, so I'll be wearing a mask today, so if I sound muffled, that's why. Alright, get my hoses pulled, get up on the roof, get cleaning.
And you can see here as I'm spraying that mist that's kind of getting blown by the wind, that's exactly why we pre-water. So the breeze is picking that fine mist up and kind of, spreading it. It shouldn't cause any kind of problem. It's such a fine mist that it's not like a huge amount of chemical that's getting on anything, but that's why we pre-water, just to make sure that that's diluted. One note about the window here, you can see it's kind of getting splattered. We do go back and wipe this off, so we don't want to leave the bleach on there. At this strength, SH, which is at about 5% for this job, can etch that glass if we left it on there. So we did wipe it off with a wet towel and rinse it down to keep it from spotting or etching or damaging the glass. All right, now that I did the back side of the house, I'm coming through and doing another rinse because I'm doing this solo today. Normally I would have someone down below that was rinsing for me, so it just makes it take a little bit longer. But like I said, this house, it wasn't a huge deal because he was resodding the grass and there's not a lot of ornamentals or anything like that back here. But just taking precautions, making sure that we're rinsing down the windows in the house and the wood siding so that any overspray, any misting is going to get rinsed off and diluted.
Alright, this has been sitting for a little bit, and definitely needs some touch-ups and spots. This section was pretty dirty, so just have to go over those again. Front is looking really good. That one wasn't as dirty, so I don't think there'll be very many, if any, spots that need to touch up. Now, some of this could very well likely wash off in the next rain. It's probably all dead, but I never want to leave the roof looking like we missed anything for our customers. So probably doesn't need a lot of touching up technically, but I always like to do it just to make sure it looks good. We ran out of surfactant this week, and I didn't get a chance to go pick any up. So, in a pinch, I used some big bottles of Gain dishwashing soap. I know that some guys have used Dawn in the past. That was kind of the old go-to. I did a roof yesterday, and I'm doing this one today, and it seems to be working fine. You know, the object of surfactant is just literally to help it kind of evaporate a little bit more slowly, cling to the roof a little bit more. I don't know that it's absolutely necessary. I think I'm going to test that one of these days just to see how it turns out if we don't use it. But so far the Gain seems to be working okay. It's significantly cheaper than, you know, something like the Lemonator, which I like the smell of. It's a lemony surfactant. A lot of people really like it. It stands up to the SH. I think I'm running out of the Gain, which is why my pressure is starting to die. It holds up well to the bleach. It's a nice product, but you know, in a pinch, if you're looking to buy it on Amazon, it's like $60 a gallon. I think I got 3 gallons of Gain for something like $25. So I don't know that I would recommend using Gain all the time, but so far it doesn't seem to be a more affordable option. Let me know in the comments if you guys have used off-the-shelf surfactants like Gain or Dawn or whatever, and what works for you, and what are the pros and cons that you've seen. It'd be interesting to hear from your experience. Guys, it's a whole new roof. Here's the after. It's still gonna lighten up, it's still wet. This side wasn't as bad, but looks good. Looks like a brand new roof. Wrap up the hoses, empty the water tank. We already took off the bags. Did a final spray down, but looks really good. This is pretty dark back here. So, alright guys, let me know what you think about the surfactant, if you've used other stuff. And always, if you have any questions about roof washing, house washing, pressure washing, or the services that we can provide you at Radiant Clean, let us know. Always happy to talk to you. Have a good one, guys. We'll catch you on the next job.